Welcome everyone to another ecosystem working group all hands. Today is June 16th, 2022, and we're very excited to give you the latest update from last month. The agenda, as usual, is a short overview on where we are in the network, and then we'll go deeper into some spotlights, some exciting spotlights from last month, and then we'll do some very awesome deep dives, and we have some partners in the room, some ecosystem members that will walk you through some exciting updates, and then we'll do a short Q&A. All right, what's our mission? Our mission is to see the long-term growth of the decentralized web by cultivating a wide variety of stakeholders, aligning them with the success of IPFS, Filecoin, and libp2p, and of course, treating them like gold. libp2p is the networking stack that allows applications to transact peer-to-peer in a more efficient way. And as you can see, we have a ton of applications that are using our stack today: Polkadot, OpenBazaar, Harmony, and many others. IPFS, on the other hand, is the data content platform of Web3. Through unique hashing, you can identify and find your data across this decentralized web without having to know exactly where the data is located. So IPFS makes the web work peer-to-peer. Filecoin has built an incentive layer on top of these cool stacks and really made a marketplace, an open marketplace for storage users, storage clients to store their data with storage providers. And it has become the storage network for Web3. So who are we? A working group of multiple organizations, Filecoin Foundation, Outer Core, Protocol Labs, but also Starboard, Filecoin Green, and many others that you'll hear from today. Overall, it's an ecosystem collaborative effort. It is not a single entity that is making this happen. It's thanks to many of you that are watching right now or are collaborating, building on top of Filecoin that make this network successful. When we look at the ecosystem working group, we have multiple leaders. Please find the right leaders on this board and contact them through the designated email addresses if you have any questions, from builders to accelerators to storage providers, marketing if you're looking for support there, or engineering and browsers and platforms, of course. What's our strategy? Our long-term strategy is, on the top, we are building integrations with Web3 ecosystems, bridges, and of course, bringing more Web2 customer data sets onto the network. In the middle, we are engaging with our builders that are building these billion-dollar businesses. Through hackathons, we provide education, resources, obviously grants to help accelerate your business. We also have accelerator programs and dedicated mentorship. And of course, we help our startups with finding funding, which is so important these days in the current market dynamics. And on the bottom, we expand and grow our network by providing or by creating providers, retrieval and storage providers that built the foundation of this massive network. All right, so today we support a lot of app developers through our hackathons. We have more than 10,000 developers engaged right now, which is amazing. And we have multiple accelerator programs. So please, connect with the accelerator program. Go to hackathons.filecoin.io and you'll find a series of hackathons that you can participate in and also accelerator programs that you can apply to. The teams in our ecosystem are massive. As you can see, anything from NFT marketplaces to Zoom alternatives, Dropbox alternatives, video streaming services, you name it. We have a ton of consumer to enterprise products that are being built today on top of Filecoin. As I mentioned before, the adoption of our developers has only grown and is continuing to grow. So today we have reached more than 10,000 developers, unique contributors on GitHub, and Filecoin is one of the most developed blockchains that is out there. One thing we track very carefully is, of course, the total amount of projects that are being built and businesses that are being built on top of Filecoin. Today, we have more than 450 projects that are building on IPFS, Filecoin, and libp2p, and that are funded in a certain stage. And today, that means that we have reached almost 11 times more since the beginning of 2021. And the strategy for this year is to continue to help these startups to grow through marketing, referrals, coaching, and technical sponsorship. So reach out to us if you need help. Storage capacity, as we mentioned, the bottom layer is the actual network growth. The infrastructure that we provide has grown now to 17 exabytes of quality adjusted power, which last year kind of represented 1% of total storage cloud capacity, which is amazing. That represents 4 billion of 10 80p movies, 1,600 Netflix movie archives, and many more. Today, we have reached a big milestone. Actually, last week, we have reached more than 100 petabytes of real data, user data stored on Filecoin, which is massive, and nearly 4.5 deals on Filecoin. As you can see, the growth is just exponential and will continue to grow as we see Filecoin Plus being adopted more widely across the world. So this is amazing to see how we have seen in the last 6 months a huge growth of actual users coming to the network. Filecoin is, as we mentioned, the storage layer for Web3. We integrate with multiple bridges and we'll continue to collaborate. If you see any collaborations that you think we should work with, please let us know, contact us, and we will make this happen. Use cases, obviously, Filecoin is all about utility, preserving actual data. We have multiple use cases today. We have NFTs. We have multiple NFT marketplaces storing their data on Filecoin today. We have metaverse and games. We have totally of 68.5 million NFTs. Wow, this is amazing. Up from 63 million 1 month ago. So we just added another 5.5 million in 1 month. We'll continue to see this grow as NFTs continue to be adopted and more digital, more and more data that gets stored as an NFT. Other use cases that we see are video and audio. As I mentioned before, we have Huddle audios. So we have alternative solutions to what is known in the Web2 world as Zoom or Spotify, etc. Here also built on the fully decentralized Web3 stack. And of course, on the consumer side, we see a ton of interest from consumers to store data that's currently stored in Google folders or Box folders, Dropbox, you name it. Come to Slate, Fleek Storage, chain safe files, and protect your data for free on the Filecoin network today. And then finance and bio, we're seeing more and more DeFi solutions and also bio solutions that are being stored or that are managing data on top of Filecoin, as we see those verticals really caring about controlling their data assets. And last but not least, we also see large data sets, traditional Web2 data sets that are currently stored on tape or are stored in the cloud or stored on local storage systems on premises that need protection. And here you see a few examples of climate data, genomic data, Internet Archive, or the Shoah Foundation, who's preserving genocide recordings. All right, that was it. Quick overview.